is to give you the tools so you can make better health care decisions about your back. There are some decisions, if you make the wrong decision, it could cost you for your lifetime. Our goal is to prevent that from happening. We have a solution when no others exist. That's who we are. We are the Illinois Back Institute. Doctors are not obligated to report their results, so very often you do not know what the outcome for very specific types of therapies are. And part of this is matching the diagnosis with the treatment and making sure that they're going to fit. Because when they don't, the problem doesn't get better. I'll explain what that means in a minute. 50-year-old female, so every week we do a case study. And from the case study, we try to give you lessons of what you might learn and make better decisions about outcomes. 50-year-old female, back pain and sciatica for 22 years. This is case study 221 out of 1,020. Before this patient came to see us at the Illinois Back Institute, she saw several doctors. 22 years is a long time. Typically, the longer you've had the problem, the more wear and tear you get in your spine. 22 years, during that time, saw several doctors, had tried physical therapy. The most recent round of physical therapy didn't help, which is kind of how this works. Sometimes you have a problem, you do a therapy and it works. So next time you have the problem, you do the same therapy, maybe it works again, but further down the road, it gets to the point where it doesn't work anymore because the problems continue to get worse. It's called the degenerative cascade. Things just kind of break down. The discs break down, the bones break down, and the joints break down. So she tried physical therapy, did not get better. Was trying muscle relaxants, wasn't helping. Okay? She was a candidate for surgery. Her problem was so bad that she was a candidate for surgery. We have a 9-step process. Part of this 9-step process that we have is education. Really the key to you solving your back problem is education. The better educated you are about your problem, the better the results of the treatment because you know what you're doing. So we educate you, which is what we're doing right now. This is all about the education. So we did a diagnosis, we did an MRI. We have a very specific type of MRI that helps us exactly identify and pinpoint the cause of the pinched nerve, which is what is sciatica. Sciatica is a pinched nerve that starts in the low back and goes all the way down the leg. And it's typically in the area of the foramen in the spine where the nerve comes out that the sciatica starts. So did the MRI, found out she had a degenerated disc and a bulging disc. She had 2 of the 5. There are 5 main reasons of sciatica. She had 2 of them. One of them was the degenerated disc. Normal healthy disc looks like this. As it starts to break down, vertebrae get closer together. That's what's happening right here. Vertebrae getting closer together, pinching the nerve. Physical space getting smaller starts to pinch the nerve. That's the degenerated disc. Looks just like this. Degenerated disc. And she also had a bulging disc. Okay, a bulging disc is part of the degenerative cascade. It's not one thing, it's everything breaking down at the same time. It's the joints breaking down, it's the disc breaking down, and it's even the bone that starts to break down. And when the bone starts to break down, that's called stenosis because what happens is everything gets tighter because the bone is changing shape. Well, in this case, the bulging disc is a lot like a flat tire. And that flat tire also, same thing, starts to pinch the nerve in the spinal canal. Now, she was a candidate for surgery. And part of making better decisions is avoiding surgery if you can. Pull this off of a website of one of the leading spinal surgery institutions in the country. And their statement is about 60% of all surgeries fail. We've talked about this 3 or 4 different times. 60% fail. What does that mean? It means 40% chance that you're going to get better, a 60% chance you're not going to get better, and a 30% chance you're going to get worse, especially if it's fusion. So this, again, this is about making better decisions. When she came in to see us, she'd had back pain and sciatica at an 8, and her Oswestry disability index was a 40. Now at a 40, she's creeping in on a severe disability. Severe disability, we know 40 and above, you're a candidate for surgery. And she did a consultation for her surgery. She went through our program, 37 treatments, 3 months, a little over 3 months of therapy, 3 times a week, 3 months. We have the ability to take pressure off the disc. At the end of our treatment, her back pain and her sciatica was a 1 and her Oswestry was a 4. So Oswestry really is an indication of your disability. What percentage of you are disabled as a result of the pain? What that means is the pain will affect your lifestyles in ways that makes you disabled. She was 40% disabled, moving closer every day to a severe disability. Came in, went through the program, we got her down below 20. Actually, we got her down below, she's a 4. So we got her down below 10, which is the ultimate long-term goal. So she got better. So what does that mean? Our goal is really to take the patients by educating them, and part of our treatment is giving you tips and exercises, which we do on these platforms every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Sometimes Monday is tips. Monday's maybe a little bit more about education, and Friday's a little bit about education, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we do some tips. So our goal is to educate you, but really in the end, we want to take you from a pain and suffering, sort of frustrated. We get this a lot. Patients are real frustrated. I don't know what's going on. And when you go to providers that don't get you better, meaning the outcome of the therapy isn't what you expected, or you have no idea really what to expect, this didn't work, then you start to bounce around the system. And the bouncing around the system is where you get in trouble. And this bouncing around the system leads to more confusion, more frustration, more hopelessness, and then you kind of give up. Or you end up taking more narcotics or more injections or whatever it happens to be, but it doesn't really solve your problem because the therapy didn't match the diagnosis. We'll talk more on Monday about outcomes and what that means, because there are specific numbers. If your number's above that, then you probably will benefit from a different treatment, not the treatment. So we can grade it by what the number is. There's a number for physical therapy. There's a number for chiropractic. There's a number for the injection. So when you match the number with your diagnosis, it starts to solve a lot of your problems. That's our goal. This is what we have the ability to do, and this is why we do these videos every day. This is my Friday rant. Am I ranting? I must have had too much coffee. But our goal is to get you from A to B. We can do that. Okay, I'm only ranting because it's Friday. I don't know why I'm ranting. Maybe because the Bears aren't in the Super Bowl. That'll make you angry every year. So our goal is to get you better, to give you the tools, and you have to be aware that there are tools and that there is a way to get better. That's my goal. We fix the disc. Okay, what we do is different. What we do is advanced. It's the evolution. We're evolving back pain treatment because now we have the ability to affect the disc. That's what we do. So if you like what you hear, I want you to like our Facebook page and share this information. I won't rant. I'm done ranting. Okay? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. I got it right this time. And the Twitter. Follow us on the Twitter. That's it. I'm out for Friday. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Be safe. And maybe in the next 50 years, the Bears will get back to the Super Bowl. Thank you.